I am not exaggerating when I tell you I made this recipe 4 times in 1 week. It is that good. For this recipe, you're going to pick your favorite type of jam or jelly. I love apricot jam, but plum works great as well. You're going to mix your dry ingredients and set that off to the side, and then you're going to mix your wet ingredients together, and then we're going to combine the two. Now take your wet ingredients and mix them with your dry ingredients, and we're going to make sure that this is all well combined. Now we're not using baking powder for this recipe, but we are using baking soda. So in order for us to get a beautiful moist cake, we need to let this sit for at least 10 minutes. So you're just going to cover this and you're going to let that batter sit for at least 10 minutes just to kind of wake up that baking soda. Since we have 10 minutes to spare, we're going to go ahead and butter and then flour our baking dish. Everything that I use, as well as the recipe, is going to be listed down below. But we're just going to make sure that every corner of this is buttered up, and then we're going to add flour just to make sure that our cake doesn't stick to the pan. And make sure any excess flour that's left behind in that pan right there, you're going to toss in like your sink. You're going to make sure that it's completely coated, but you don't want chunks of flour throughout your pan. After 10 minutes, go ahead and put your batter in your pan, and then we're going to bake this until it's fully cooked. That jam that we used in the beginning, that apricot jam, I have here in a bowl with some water, and I'm just going to mix that until everything is well dissolved. My assistant is helping me here. He is trying, he is fighting it, and we're just going to let it go. You're going to see a lot of those hands in these videos, guys. So we're just going to mix until everything is well combined, making sure that every piece of that jam is melted into that water. And then as soon as that cake gets out of the oven, just give it like a minute. You don't want it to be piping hot. We're going to place that over our beautiful moist cake, and it's going to be so delicious with that jam mixture on top. Once my cake has cooled down completely, I'm going to pour over some delicious melted chocolate, and I'm just going to make sure that every nook and cranny of this cake is covered in that delicious chocolate. It really just adds the nicest touch to this. And then it wouldn't be an Irma Sofra cake if I didn't decorate the top. You don't have to, by all means. Put it in the fridge after it's done. If you put the chocolate on the cake, but I don't know. I don't like a bare cake, you guys. I like it to be a little special. So I'm just adding a little bit of crumbled cookies on top. You, again, don't have to do this, but you can. Um, I'm trying to think of like other things that you could add, but really you don't need to. This cake is so good, just like this. You are going to be so impressed, and so is anyone that tries this cake. And it really doesn't take too much effort. It's such a simple and delicious. And when I tell you this is going to be a staple, especially if you love those little cookies that I showed you in the beginning, you're going to love this cake. Be sure to place this in the fridge so that that chocolate can harden before you serve it. And when I tell you it is such an easy and delicious recipe, you have a mix of all these flavors. You get a little bit of chocolate, you get a little fruit, and a little bit of cinnamon there. So phenomenal. And again, it's like mind-blowingly easy. Thank you guys so much for watching Irma Sofra. Thank you for watching this video. Please be sure to like this video and comment down below and let me know if you guys try this recipe. Again, thanks for watching Irma Sofra. I'll talk to you guys soon.